The new management of Zenith Bank PLC visited the Nigerian Stock Exchange to meet leadership and familiarize with dealing members. At the floor of the exchange, the GMD and CEO, Mr. Ebenezer Onyeagwu, assured market stakeholders that under his leadership, Zenith Bank will deliver outstanding market performance, reward shareholders, and maintain transparency in disclosure.
We want to assure the market that we will do everything within us to elevate the strong virtues, the values, and the superior performance that Zenith has always been known with. Under this new leadership, you will be rest assured that we will deliver outstanding performance, we will reward our shareholders, we will continue to provide very strong and transparent disclosure to the market. A short while ago, we had the opportunity of sharing some moments with Oscar, and he talked about fast behind the figures. I think it's something that is quite laudable that we'll be embracing in order for us to connect more effectively with you, to let you know that your institution will continue to remain very, very transparent when it comes to disclosure. We will assure you that we will do everything within our means to ensure that, notwithstanding what we see the headwinds in the market, we may not be able to predict market outcomes, we may not be able to predict the volatility. We can predict one thing: we will continue to be Zenith. We will deliver strong and superior results. Environment is getting competitive. We are not scared of competition. Where we need to be combative, we will be aggressively combative. Where we need to collaborate, we will do it in a most intelligent and efficient manner. So we thank you for this opportunity and look forward to a more very cordial and smooth working relationship with all of you. Thank you very much.
He performed the ceremonial closing gong to close equities market activity for the day. Mr. Onyeagwu speaks further on the recent 60% loan-to-deposit ratio policy of the central bank and the digital technology strategy to boost financial services in the country.
I think it's to thank CBN for the initiative. Let's look at it from what does it stand to achieve. Is it something that is punitive to bank? Is it punitive to the economy? In our view, we think it's a laudable idea by the CBN to see how we can, if you look at it, the policy says the lending to the retail and the small-scale sector will attract 150% weighting in terms of computing the loan-to-deposit ratio, which means the whole idea is to shift lending to that sector. We believe that that idea by CBN is to see how we can encourage and incubate the micro businesses, create more leverage in the system. If we create more leverage in a way, we improve aggregate demand, we improve aggregate consumption. So that will bring about some positive impact in the economy. Like I said some time ago, a young man who gets an accommodation and he needs to maybe furnish it, he's looking for money to buy electronic equipment. The system we've seen before now, or the convention, is that you probably need to have to wait to save to get there. But if we create a very decent and effective retail system, instead of him waiting for 6 months to save, he can go and get a loan. He can get a loan that he can repay over 6 months or 1 year. And what happens is that in that process, consumption is taking place immediately. So instead of waiting for 6 months for you to have a demand, you record it immediately. So the other side will be the concern of the market has been the fact that, yes, CBN, this policy may see a situation where banks will be reckless in lending. I don't think so. I don't think any bank in this country will want to be reckless. The concern has always been the attitude of our people towards lending. The fact that the retail and the small-scale segment, they hardly have tangible or valuable collateral to give, but we have been able to navigate that now. How did we navigate it? The emergence of the bank verification number, BVN. BVN first helped us to solve the problem of identity. So if you are a customer of a bank now, you can be identified in any bank whatsoever. Now, the Bankers Committee is working on building stronger capability into that. Capability that will enable us to enforce very effective and tight credit controls, such that if you take a loan from a bank A and you abandon the loan and go to bank B to open an account, we put your BVN. With your BVN, we can trace you where you are. We trace you where you are, you will find you out. And what happens again, another level of the capability is that if you are traced and you are owing bank A 1 million and you've gone to bank B to keep 2 million, electronically the system will will effect the recovery from you. And if we hotlist you again in the portal, you can be banned from owning bank account in the country. So we believe that that will help drive decent behavior and promote the credit culture in the country. Remember, we pioneered technology in this country. When the bank started in 1990, I keep imagining what gave Mr. Ovia the foresight and the insight to call. At that time, the convention was your computer department was called computer department or technical department or operations department. But he called our own information technology department. Information technology has become synonymous with anything computerization. So, and way back at that time, we had reasonable number of hardware and software engineers. Indeed, the first banking application the bank used was developed in-house until we got to a point where we felt we needed an enhancement and we had to go buy other applications. So when you are talking about digital technology, again, some of the conventional products you see in that have become like convention in the digital banking world, we pioneered it. Today, you have everybody talk about alert, notification. Zenith pioneered it. Electronic banking, we pioneer it. So for us, it's a progressive thing. It's a progressive thing, and our whole idea is our application of digital technology will be to transform the financial lives of our customers and be able to really trail whatever transaction we have up to the last mile. Thank you.
With over 2 decades of creating value and driving efficiency in the financial services industry, Zenith Bank has earned its place as a major driver of the Nigerian equities market from the premium board. Market players and analysts expect that the Ebenezer Onyeagwu leadership will expand the frontiers of Zenith Bank to position it as one of the top 100 banks in the globe.